The nationalists here, they are united here by their love for Poland and for our nation.
Every year in Poland, hundreds of thousands of people take to the streets of Warsaw in what is the largest nationalist march in Europe.
Polish people say that it's not good, but they are communists.
And in a world where every other country is debating immigration, multiculturalism and open borders, Poland has already made up its own mind.
Our country don't entry immigrants.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of that.
How many refugees has Poland taken?
0. If you don't have a passport, you should not be allowed into this country, full stop.
We want to go Poland, but they don't let us. They said if I go to Poland, they will hit me or they will kill me. Really?
We don't need your doctors. We don't need your engineers. Take them all and pay for them.
With Poland taking a zero approach to migration, before the march, I headed to the streets of Warsaw to find out how safe the city really is and what locals actually think about migration.
It's pretty safe, pretty nice.
Yeah, I actually commented yesterday that it's really very safe to walk in the evening. You don't feel unsafe walking in the dark streets.
Why do you believe that is? That it's so safe even at nighttime?
I don't know, maybe not a lot of immigrants from third world countries.
And how do you feel about Poland not wanting to take in lots of illegal migrants compared to other countries in Europe?
So honestly, I feel safe about this decision. I love like multi-cultures and stuff, but when I see what happens abroad, I'm scared. And I think it's for the best. A lot of people come here, but they are legal immigrants and they work here and they are safe for us.
We are doing our best to not let in so many first illegal migrants from the Middle Eastern countries or from the African countries. We don't want them, we don't need them in Poland. The second part is we are actually discussing Polish society, the problem of legal migration, that it's too big for our country, and we are having big groups of Georgians, Ukrainians, Colombians, people from India that are actually in Poland legally, but they are starting to causing problems because there's so many of them and police can't speak their language.
We have a lot of people from Ukrainians and we actually need immigrants because, how to say it, we don't make babies. Poland, you saw this like the demographic, how to say the number, it's pretty small, so.
Do you think that's the solution, bringing in people if you don't have babies?
It would be nice, not illegal, just have a process for it.
For me, it's been different. From him, it's been like 50-50 for me. Because sometimes you meet like good people and sometimes like kind of racist, kind of bad, but yeah, it's a mix really.
Right. So what racism have you seen in Poland?
It's like, you know, the normal stuff, the stereotypes, deliveries, like guys say you should be delivering things, not doing like actual work, go back home. You know, just like the normal stereotype. But also there's been many good guys for me.
Do you think it's good that the Polish people keep the country more Polish? You know, if you go to places like London, it's very multicultural. Do you think this is a positive thing for Poland?
I mean, if you word it like that, I would say yes, because every country deserves to like remain the way it is with the citizens that are there. But at the same time, it's not like we're invading a country, you know, or you're freeloading in the country, which isn't the case.
Illegal migration, I think they shouldn't be let here. You know, I think everyone should have a passport or ID document and should be let here legally, not, you know, forced that you are fleeing the country and this is the place you come because they do nothing about that, actually. So I think they shouldn't be let here.
Yeah, and how do you feel about the kind of security the Polish army are allowed to use? They're allowed to shoot an illegal migrant if they cross the border. Do you think they should have this kind of power?
I think, yeah, they do. They should have that. Yeah.
Why?
No, I have no reasons actually why, but I believe it will be a good, you know, preventive measures for illegal immigration and for like securing the borders.
That's fucking illegal, but like killing people. But it's happening. Happening. Immigration shouldn't be illegal because we should have open borders and people should be welcomed. Like if they have like a crisis in their country, then that's like
if you're trying to save your life and your family to be safe, you should be able to go to a different country.
Sure. Yeah, so guys, this is just a normal afternoon in Warsaw. As you can see, the streets are ridiculously clean. There's no one behind you having to watch your pockets. There's people just playing music, enjoying stuff. There's a group of school kids over there. There's no one loitering. Yeah, this is just what a normal society should look like. I mean, let me just show you this here. You've got a main square. If this was in Manchester and Piccadilly Gardens, you'd have rubbish everywhere. You'd have to watch out for someone trying to stab you. You might get stabbed by an illegal migrant. But here in Warsaw, they look after it. There's people that respect the land. And this is what you see here.
I feel much safer here than in Slovenia.
What about other places in Europe? Have you been to other places in Europe?
Barcelona. But okay, Spain.
Compared to like Barcelona, why do you believe Warsaw is much safer than, say, somewhere like Barcelona?
They're much stricter to immigrants.
Yeah.
I think that's the main reason.
Do you think that's a good thing that they control who comes into the country?
Yeah, I think, yeah. You can see that, like, they're not people that steal, like everyone mind their own business, and I feel like everyone that comes here feels safe immediately, especially at night.
We're in a local park. People in Poland may take this for granted, but if this was in the UK, I think there would be rubbish everywhere, the people taking drugs.
Yeah. It would be the same, like in Slovenia, people like at night would probably like fight here.
Yeah, this would be the arena, right?
Yeah.
There's a panda just there, and apparently he was trying to get photos of people and then charge you for it. But it wasn't aggressive. Like a couple of months ago, I went to Rome, and there I had people that would, you know, that thing where they put like the bracelet on you, and then they put more and more and more, and then they say, right, you now owe me however much. You're like, well, I don't have any money, and they're like, give it back then. Nothing here.
And one thing you'll notice as well is security in Poland. The police do patrol the streets very often, even though they're not walking on foot. You will see the vans going around from time to time. So it does feel like there's a lot of security in Poland. Hey guys, good to see you. Where are you from?
From Poland.
From Poland. What do you think of Poland? You speak English?
Little.
A little. Poland is good or bad? What do you think?
Very good, bro.
Very good. Yeah.
Where are you from, bro?
UK, England.
England.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying on the camera, I'm walking around. No one is trying to take my phone. Nothing. Very, very safe in Poland, I think.
Okay. Yes. Very safe Poland because people is very normal. Yeah. Very normal people. You see.
After speaking to people in Warsaw, I met Patrick, a British expat living here who's learned the language and was even granted citizenship by the Polish president. I want to see what he made of how Poland deals with migration.
One of the funny things about Poland is it's got this reputation as being anti-immigrant, which is ridiculous because they've actually issued more work visas for people outside of the European Union than any other European country in the last 3 or 4 years, like 400,000 work visas a year, which, you know, it's like 2/3 the size of the UK. People are talking out of their, can I swear?
Yeah.
They're talking out their arse.
Yeah.
Poland's let in a lot of migrants from a whole bunch of different countries like Nepal, Pakistan, India in the last few years.
Yeah.
But when I came here, mate, I didn't see a black or a brown face at all for weeks. You know, it was a very monolithic culture. One thing I want to add is before Poland was completely destroyed, it was a very diverse, it was actually the most diverse country in Europe because it had loads of Jews, Tatars, Ukrainians, Belarusians. Yeah. So it's very interesting how the country was super multicultural, really, very, very multicultural, and then completely monocultural, mono-ethnic as well. It's like 98% Polish Catholic.
So when you hear, you know, especially migration and the Polish border, they say if illegal migrant comes over and they'll shoot them, what's your kind of feeling towards that in terms of protecting the national identity and especially the people here?
Well, I remember this Ghanaian immigrant was daughter of a Ghanaian immigrant who lives in the UK, and she's like, if you don't know who's coming, you don't know who to put the tea on for. Yeah. And she's the daughter of an immigrant telling me that. And it's like, we got to this ridiculous state where it's weird it's not a thing that you can do to protect your border in the UK. What? Like, you know, I'm not going to let some strange guy into my house unless I know who he is. And we shouldn't let a nation is a family of families. We shouldn't let a strange guy into our house. Yeah. At the very least, we should know who these people are. So, you know, my personal view is that if you don't have a passport, you should not be allowed into this country, full stop. And the UK is a beautiful, amazing place. I love my former country, but we're such a soft touch when it comes to this subject. And these people are taking a mickey out of us, you know. You can get the Taliban to write you a letter for $50 saying that they threaten your life and it'll be accepted. You can have endless asylum applications. You know, it gets rejected, just go in again. You can work in the black market. So I said earlier that the myth around base Poland is a bit wrong. In that particular regard, it's actually true, because both the left of centre and the right of centre political parties have both had this very strong line of the border's secure, they don't shoot immigrants. In fact, immigrants have killed at least one Polish soldier, stabbed the poor guy, Mateusz Szytek, stabbed him basically, you know, like with a makeshift spear. It was horrendous. But they have, you know, they built the wall faster than Donald Trump, drone technology and all the rest of it, and they do these pushbacks, which is if you try and come over illegally, you will be pushed back. And obviously NGOs, so-called NGOs and charities, so-called charities, have protested about it. But that sends a very clear message, which is if you try and come illegally through this border, you're not going to come through. And it's 100% a form of hybrid warfare, where our enemies are weaponizing our civilizational values against us. And only a fool would be taken in by that. And of course, I'm afraid the UK, from the Polish perspective, people say to me, like, what is wrong with you guys? Why can't you sort yourselves out? It's not hard. Poland's doing it.
Although Poland's border with Belarus is heavily fortified, attention has also turned to the western border with Germany. Footage has shown migrants being dropped off into Poland, allegedly by German police. So I met Robert, who leads Poland Citizen Border Patrol, a grassroots movement that has stopped migrants crossing illegally into Poland. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? What's happened to your activism since you've been known for pushing back migrants on the border? What's the government done to you now?
Chciałem powiedzieć o tym, że zmusiliśmy polski, proeuropejski, prounijny, proniemiecki rząd, który realizował politykę migracyjną, do tego, żeby po pierwsze wprowadził kontrole graniczne na granicy Polski z Niemcami. To jest gigantyczny sukces. Zrobiliśmy coś, czego w Europie nie udało się nigdy nikomu zrobić. Zablokowaliśmy granicę, zmuszając do tego rząd, który oczywiście się do tego nie chce przyznać, no bo nie chce pokazać skuteczności naszego działania. No i dzisiaj jesteśmy oskarżani, podobnie jak dzieje się to w Wielkiej Brytanii, o nienawiść na tle narodowościowym, o jakiś rasizm, o jakiś szowinizm. Jesteśmy o wszystko oskarżani, co można tylko wyciągnąć wobec nas, żeby te elementy kryminalne spowodowały, że sympatia społeczna od nas po prostu odejdzie.
Robert is currently facing up to 3 years in prison for his activities at the border. He's been charged with inciting hatred against Germans and migrants, charges he denies.
Pododdziały spoci! Pododdziały spoci!
Whoa! Jesus Christ.
Dworzec prezydenta Rzeczypospolitej Polskiej.
So guys, just behind me is the president of Poland, as you can see here. Check it out. Guys, it is picking up at the minute. The crowds are gathering. As you can see in Warsaw, you've got people selling flags down here. You've got guys on top of the bus stops. It is incredible. A sea of Polish flags just in front of me, guys. Wow. Before we continue here in Warsaw, real quick. In these videos, I'm on the ground hearing people's stories, but did you know you can find out about your own story with the sponsor of this video, MyHeritage. You can get a DNA kit for just $29. All you have to do is swab your cheeks, send it off in the post, and wait for the results. Before taking the test, I thought my ethnicity was only going to be English and Korean, but I later found out my ancestry spans from Eastern Europe to Central Asia. MyHeritage can use your DNA to find your long-lost relatives. With a DNA match tool, you can start to develop your own family tree or get in touch with people you had no idea you're related to. One of my favourite tools is the Ancient Origins Breakdown, which allows you to explore where you descended from and how your ethnicity developed over time. During the Bronze Age, my family was primarily in northern China and Europe. Then you can see through the ages my ancestors moved around Europe and the UK. however becomes more concentrated in parts of China and Korea. They also have a traits tool which shows how your DNA influences the way you are. In my report, which included over 40 different traits, a lot of them were actually spot on. It explained why I'm highly sensitive to coffee and spicy food. It also says I'm genetically more of a night owl, which makes sense because I'm definitely more productive in the evening. It's part of MyHeritage privacy policy that they never sell or license your DNA to third parties, so you can ensure that your DNA is safe. By scanning the QR code on screen or clicking the link in the description and using my code WW, you can get the MyHeritage bundle. This includes a DNA test kit at a discount price of $29, which is cheaper than any competitor. On top of that, you get a 30 days free trial, free shipping, and the Agent Origins feature. Well guys, welcome to Poland's National Day March, the largest National Day March in the whole of Europe. We're here in Warsaw, you see the flags. The atmosphere is going to be incredible. I heard hundreds of thousands come to this march every year, and I think this one's going to be no different. Check out the flags. Guys, it is rammed. We're trying to get to the front of the march. But look how many people are here. Wow, wow, wow. Have a look. Alright guys, so we have made it to the front somehow. I always get you the access, guys. I don't know how I do it, but behind me are the Patriots here in Warsaw. It's starting. You got some biker gang. They're bringing their bikes. All sorts of groups come. There's going to be football hooligans, ordinary people, just everyday Polish people will be here in Warsaw. We're moments away from starting, but look at the flags. You cannot see any other flag besides red and white. It's just a sea of it. Wow, guys, let's have a wander around. This is incredible. Wow. Hey, Barry, good to meet you. See ya. You're from Warsaw?
No, we're from Silesia.
Where's this? In Poland?
That's the south of Poland.
Right, what do you think of the march today?
Well, I think it's a wonderful experience for everyone to be here, especially for those who really just are proud of the heritage and of the Polish nationality, and they want to show by being them here themselves that they are proud and they're just happy to be here.
Here it there, guys, proud to be Polish. So yeah, this is the most patriotic march you will see in Europe, probably the biggest one we'll ever see. And look at it here, guys, it is a big turnout. What does this march mean to you today?
My identity to my country. We love to live in our country. You know, it's safe. I feel very comfortable in here because I spent like 2 years in Great Britain. I didn't feel good there, so I came back as fast as it was possible. And from that time, all the time, I'm proud of it and thankful that I can live in such a beautiful country.
So guys, you have some guys here. Look at this, on a horse. Never seen this before. The king is here. And the flares are getting lit up behind me. It is smoky. You got guys on horses over here. But everyone has come out all around Poland. I think even different parts of the world come here just to witness it. And I can't even see in front of me. It's just a sea of smoke. Look at that, the flares are up. Whew. It is hectic. I'm in a cloud of smoke at the minute. This is something else. I've never experienced anything like this. This is something to see for yourselves, guys. But bringing you boots on the ground, we have the horses. The horses are here. And Clemens, you're from Warsaw. What do you think of this today? Is it bigger than most years?
I think it's the beautiful Polish holiday. I very love Independence March. It's beautiful holiday. It's beautiful day for Poles and for Polonia in outside country.
What does this day mean for you? What does this mean for you this day?
We can be proud for being a Polish. We can remember our heroes who died for our country, because Polish history is very sad. In 2 World War we lost 9 million civilians from hence Germans, from Russia, and this day is very important for Poles and for our country.
So guys, that was Clemens. He's a local here in Warsaw, the one who sorted us out the press passes, so what an absolute legend. But it is absolutely hectic here. You can just hear it echoing from all the buildings. The atmosphere is rocking. Look at the crowds, guys. So even people who don't attend the march, they'll watch on the sidelines as well. This is a real busy one.
It says, real patriots are not marching with fascists. So it's a small provocation of sorts. It's funny. there always are some provocations at the march. I guess they're craving attention, but they are really high up. They are secure. They are in safety.
So is this like Poland Antifa in a way?
No. I'd say they are not Antifa. They are just people who use very basic slogans to disparage people who are taking part in the march. Real patriots are here, and real patriots don't call other patriots fascists. There is nothing fascistic about this march. It's a celebration of Poland. So, wrong, right.
Alright guys, it's really starting to move. Don't get caught up in anything. We're going to get forward. Let's get ahead. It does get hectic. The crowd just creeps up on you. We've got some guys on the tractor. They're here, the Polish. What do you think of it so far? Very good?
Yeah, good.
Very good, very good. Yeah, you can't really see that far ahead of us, guys. It is, you've got stewards on every corner, keeping it all together. But if you're somewhere in the middle, you're going to be covered in flares and smoke.
Well, I live in Poland, but I'm from England, so...
From England?
Yes.
And how you like it?
I love Poland.
Republic. We are proud that we are Polish. Even we have that difficult history and so on. We are proud that we are Polish, and yeah.
So today's about remembering your history today. It's all for you, remembering history.
It's one of the most important days in the year for us, for Polish people. Of course, we have the left. It's not going in this march because we are the right. Some of Polish people say that it's not good and so on, but they are communists.
This is the expression of Polish patriotism, our will to be independent country, to secure our traditions, our culture, our heritage, and our position in Europe.
Do you think Poland's doing a good job right now of securing its culture and way of life?
I think we have a very bad government. It's a center-left government, progressive, very pro-Brussels, so-called pro-European. But let's go a little bit here. I believe we are still in quite good condition as a nation, but problems are also visible. Yes, problems with demography, low birth rate, also problem with properly organized political parties and political movement. Even when we had a right-wing government, it was not too much effective introducing right-wing conservative agenda, yes? So there is a lot to do.
And you believe that's because Poland is still in the EU? You want like a Polish independence? Is that what you want?
We would like to regain our independence. EU is a part of a problem, but not whole problem, yes? Why EU has big influence on Polish administration and Polish government? Because Polish politicians are weak. And this is our problem, that we are too weak towards external centers of power.
So guys, you have a lot of politicians coming today. Let's get on the side away from it all. But here you get a better view of the march, guys. You have like politicians just here, but just ahead, all the patriots are coming forward. They are coming forward. Look at the flares in the sky. It's not firework night, it's not bonfire night here in Poland. This is just the Independence Day march. They're chanting. I wonder what's going on in the middle and the back. We will try and mingle in the crowd as the march progresses. This goes on for miles and miles, I've been told. You hear the flares going off in the background. We've got the media just in front of us. You've got some lads in balaclavas to protect from any infiltrators. Despite its violent past, this year was more like a celebration. Security was high, the numbers were immense, and they even had the President of Poland taking part in the march. So there's a lot of people are chanting at the minute. They're coming through this bridge. I've been told this is one of the more dangerous parts because of how narrow it is. But look at the chants, people are coming through. So it looks like we have some of the football lads here behind me.
There were years where neoliberal politicians in Poland tried to stop it, and it never worked, and it never will work. But this year, the president, the mayor of Warsaw has, well, he left the city unprepared.
Yeah.
So we are facing some obstacles, but all in all, lots of people came. It's fantastic.
It is. So as behind me is the National Stadium where people are going to be marching to, but just below you can see you even have some of the police in the sea there.
Leslie Winter, how are
good
you,
to see you, mate. Good to see you, mate.
How are you, buddy?
Yeah.
Good to see you, bro.
How have you found it so far?
I found, man, that's very warm and welcoming. The patriotic spirit is unmatched. I got to tell you, it's right on par with what I find in the UK. The Polish people just love their country, and they want to keep it free. They want to keep it homogenous like it is already. I think the UK could really take a pointer or two from Poland.
Certain cultures should not mix. That's what I think. It's not that I'm against people of different skin color. It's just some cultures they don't mix well.
Right.
And we want to preserve our culture, our traditions, the way they are. We don't want to change. And the flag is sacred to us. Our religion, our traditions, and we want to cultivate, and I think it's our strength.
Yeah. So how can the rest of Europe be like Poland? How can Europe be like Poland?
Well, for sure, people should start to unite and appreciate their culture, focus on their culture, and come back to the old days how it was before, because I think there's lots of value in it. It's beautiful that every country has their own traditions, and we can travel. When you go to Italy, you want to feel that it's Italy, yes? You have food, you have songs, you want to feel it, right? So this is a big value and a treasure that each country is different, and I don't think we should mix. We should visit each other, but not necessarily change our culture to the guests. When the guests come, they should adjust to us and assimilate and not demand that we adjust to them.
So guys, it's really starting to heat up. I don't know how the lighting is looking, guys. Obviously it's pretty dark now, but across this bridge you have loads of different signs from various groups, mainly against politicians and all sorts. But it's drawn quite the crowd. Different groups of people. You can't really see that far ahead. It's just group after group. And there's flares going off, fireworks going off. Look at all of that in the background. It is incredible. A real, yeah, they say it's the biggest nationalistic march in the whole of Europe. I'm not surprised, as this is heaving at the minute. Got a few of the UK lot here, Union Jacks are here.
I've seen it go from a fairly rough event to being this, which is an event of essentially the average Pole. This is a very good representation of Polish society.
Yeah.
You have families with children. There's a child right there in a pram. You have elderly gentlemen. You have families. You have children. You have a little bit of hooligans. You know, a little bit of sort of harder nationalist right. But all in all, this is very symptomatic of Polish society. These are people who are not ideologically driven. They love Poland. They love our freedom. They love the fact that we are an independent country. Poland, bear in mind, has been occupied, reoccupied from 1791 to 1918, gone from the map of Europe for 123 years. Then obviously incredibly difficult past with Nazi Germany invading us in 39, occupying us till 45. From 45 until 1989, we had Soviet-imposed communism here. The last Russian tanks left our soil in 1993. So as a nation, there is a collective memory that allows us to understand that the freedom that we have to speak Polish, to wave the white and red flag, to spend the zloty, to go to the grocery store and to pay in PLNs, this is a privilege that we owe to our ancestors. And there is a great understanding of that is sort of almost innate. And I think also it is a gathering of people who are mostly Roman Catholic. The Polish identity is very strongly formed by Roman Catholicism. Why? Because the church was always there during our trials and tribulations. It was there when we were fighting the communists. Polish Catholic priests were reminding us about the God-given human dignity of every man and woman in this country. When we were occupied by Nazi Germany, the Roman Catholic Church was a bastion of resistance, of organizing the Home Army and the National Armed Forces. When we were fighting the Soviets on the outskirts of this city in 1920, during the miracle of the Vistula, when we were pushing back the Soviet Red Army in 1920, the Virgin Mary, we believe, was on our side, protecting our forefathers. So the Roman Catholic Church is something that is very important. we understand that there is no Poland without Roman Catholicism. Not everyone here is religious, not everyone here goes to church, but most people here will tell you that there is a very strong link between being Polish and being a Roman Catholic. So that's why everyone is here. As you've seen, you've walked through it, we're reaching our destination. So the fields in front of the Polish National Stadium. And as you've seen, it's been incredibly calm, incredibly peaceful. It's a sea of people walking in unison, united, not by hatred for anyone. The people here, the nationalists here, they are united here by their love for Poland and for our nation. And we want the best for our country. That does not mean that we wish anyone else badly. We don't. We wish everyone else well. But we want to show that we are Poles, that all of us here, we are that narrow spot in the hourglass that connects all of our ancestors to those who will come after us. We are not the owners of Poland, we are merely the stewards. We are passing on that which we have received from our ancestors. If we don't maintain it, if we don't believe in it, if we don't love this country and love the people here, there will be nothing to pass on to those who come after us. And that, I think, I'm trying to explain the general sense of this collective movement and where it stems from. There is obviously great individuality in this sea of people waving that same flag. But it's a very beautiful event, it's very moving. I'm actually very moved by the fact that there is a great degree of silence. Throughout the march, I've been able to have conversations, I've bumped into many friends, people who are active, on the general right. That's been really wonderful.
Yes, people from Poland are the best.
Yeah, I think that
People from Poland are, there we go. That's broadly the spirit.
Whilst the mainstream media label this a far-right march, most of the people I met were simply proud of where they're from. And with everyone telling me Poland is safe, even at night, I had to find out for myself. So it's a few days after the march. I've come on a night out here in Warsaw just to get a feel of what it's like. Obviously very different atmosphere from the march that was earlier. But just on the street, you can see very, very civilized. You have normal Polish people out on the street, enjoying themselves, having a drink. You have a few guys already had a bit too much to drink, but in general, it feels very calm and safe and very Polish as well. You don't see many foreigners on the street, even though it's quite a touristy area. So guys, I've been told this bar area over here has actually been renovated. A couple of years ago, there wasn't actually much here, so there's been a lot of investment in Warsaw. Hey bro, what are you saying? Are you guys from Poland?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
From
UK?
UK?
Yeah.
Where from UK?
You're from UK?
I'm not.
Where are you from?
It's just the accent, brother. I'm from Warsaw,
From Poland? Yeah, nice. How do you feel about Poland?
I'm good, I'm fine.
You like living here? Good place to live?
Yeah. Very good, very safe.
Amazing, it's our hometown.
Yeah. Why do you believe it's a safe place to live and go out?
I don't think I have ever had like any dangerous situation here.
And you?
Well, I'm a woman, so it's a tad bit different.
Yeah, I think
but
so too.
I don't think it's much more unsafe than other European countries. It's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Well, I heard Poland has one of the lowest crime rates in the whole of Europe.
Yes.
But why do you think that is?
Well, maybe because of the culture that we were raised that way. I don't know.
It's a hard question, I think.
Yeah, it is a hard question.
It's tough to answer.
But you feel like Poles have a strong sense of identity and culture, so they wouldn't act a certain way?
Definitely.
Yeah, I would say so,
Yeah, since we were born, there's a pretty strong
Yeah.
Polish culture.
I'm Polish, so I love this land, and I think Warsaw is very pretty, and I think it's a very safe city.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it here.
Going around tonight, it looks very Polish. Why do you think there are just generally more Polish people here instead of migrants, for example?
Because Polish is a very racist land. It's a country, it's fact, so yeah.
You think it's racist to not welcome as many migrants as other countries?
I think it's maybe a smart political decision, because Poland don't use as much money for immigrants as other countries, but as a human, I think it's not right.
Can be a little bit controversial, but I think there's a lot of different people here, from other countries. Maybe they are scared to do crimes, or our police is let's say, maybe nice to like, I don't know. There's no many crimes here. The crimes are made by Polish people, not by the other people from other countries.
If Poland welcomed the amount you see, say, in Germany or France or Spain, do you think it would change just going on a night out, say, in Warsaw? Do you think it would change?
No, I don't know. I really don't know.
I used to live in Lisbon, and for example, my phone was stolen in there, and for 25 years in here, my phone was never stolen here.
Do you know who stole it?
No, I tried to, but
Could you guess who stole your phone?
I have no idea. I wasn't I was out with my friends, and suddenly it just wasn't in my bag anymore.
Right.
And we tried to call the number. We tried to track my phone on the find my friends up, and it was gone.
So 25 years in Warsaw, you never experienced this.
Yeah, and like 2 months in there, and it was already gone. So
everyone is friendly. No one will beat you or something like that.
Yeah.
But
why in other countries like in France or Germany or Spain do you see this? Why?
In Germany or something like Italy, France or something like that, our country don't entry immigrant.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of that.
Why?
No. Because I'm very in political way, I'm really right. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just.
But if your country does let in more immigrants, what do you think will happen to your country?
Will be like in Germany or something like that, like more terrorist attacks and something like that, you know. Like Americans really open for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of kurva.
Barcelona and Paris. In that week I see a lot of people very drunk and fighting in the streets, but I don't think it's unsafe. It's only people that fight and then come the police and it's okay.
We are also ready to fight here.
That's another topic, the immigrants. In Barcelona has a lot of immigrants, and here you don't have that.
Right, so as a woman, because there's less immigrants, you feel like you can walk the street, no one's gonna attack you, something like this?
I'm dressed...
Look, show. Come on, show.
I dress like that and I feel safe.
Where are you from?
Georgia.
Nice. And how long have you lived in Warsaw?
About 8 years.
How do you feel living here, I guess, compared to other countries?
Sensational, amazing. We started to study in university here, and then after graduation, we started to work here. So we are like simultaneously like giving the contribution to this country, of course.
How would you feel if migrants came here and say they didn't work, they just took welfare? How would you feel about this?
Well, what do you mean by welfare?
So the government give them money. How would you feel about this?
Well, look, like I'm like an immigrant, right? So I didn't receive this, right? I would say this country gave me, in a way, such kind of like a push and motivation that I would not need this type of assistance, right? I would need to, by myself, to settle myself here and put a foundation here by myself. So all this like additional like help, as you said, I think it's a little bit creates like a space between integration. When you are like obliged to learn the language, to start to like hey man, come on, he's my broski, no? He's my bros. I cannot say anything bad. He's my brother, no?
But like, how would you feel if other people did that, though? They took from the government and the government allows this. Like, would you agree with this if people who come here can get money from the government for free?
In the end, look, even I'm immigrant and I'm paying for them then. So that's illogical, right? Immigrant paying for other immigrants to stay here. Like...
So guys, behind me is kind of like a leftist bar. I've been inside, they've got the Palestine flag, trans flag, all sorts of stuff. But even on a night out, as you can see behind me, no one's bothering the local people, that most of them look like students. No one's bothering them, asking them for money, pissing on the street, glass bottles everywhere. Everyone's just kind of just minding their own business. And that's what you can see just in this bar here. So let me just show you an example of just an ordinary street in Warsaw. So you can imagine if this was any other city, the underpass would probably have homeless people here sleeping on the door, some bottles or something. But in Warsaw, they're just completely empty. Every kind of street looks the same. They maintain it, they have their way of life, and it's all just very, very normal here. Nothing, you don't really feel in danger at any point. YouTube.
It's Thailand, yeah?
I'm half Korean.
North Korea?
Yeah.
North Korea?
South.
South Korea.
South Korea.
Son.
Son. Polska. You guys from Poland, from Warsaw? Yeah. What do you go to the football tonight?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey.
This is my car.
Your car. Nice.
No, it's my car.
Guys, what do you think of Warsaw? It's very good.
Yeah, it's the best city in the world.
Why is Poland very safe? If you go to Paris, you go to Amsterdam.
I don't know why.
Tell me why.
No, why, my friend?
Tell me why.
We have no immigrants, you know. We don't accept people like me, and that's the point.
No. He's the best. He's the best.
Look, I give him the key. Hey, bro, you're Kazakh? Kazakh?
No, half Korean.
Half Korean.
Okay,
South Korean.
Yeah. What about you?
Poland.
Poland.
But for real, Poland, no drinking on the street. Just.
I see your car.
We see you are not Polish.
Look at this.
We see you are.
Yeah, someone stole your car. Hey, someone stole your car, bro.
Look at this.
What's happening, bro?
Poland is rich. Poland is beautiful. Poland is the safest in Europe. No, look at it. You are not Polish. You said you are half Korean, and you are safe here. We will not rape you. We will not beat you. We will not attack you. You are just safe here, and this is the point. Everyone is safe here.
Yeah,
and that's not the point in Paris and London and Amsterdam. Just people there are not safe. And here, everyone is safe.
Hey guys, so we had some Polish lads over there telling us about how Poland is so safe, even when you're out with the boys they don't harass you and all that sort of stuff. But as you can see, people out and about. And whilst tucking into a succulent slice of pizza, we thought the night was over, but things quickly changed.
Dlatego, że masz chyba...
Oh
shit. Oh boy. No. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait.
Oh!
Dobra, niech się zbierzą, no. I want him help.
Oh, here's knuckle duster. Guys, it's kicking off. I was just eating a pizza, and these guys are fighting. They're kicking off in Poland. Guy's bleeding from his face. Kicking off.
Kurwa połamie celu! Zajedzie cię kurwo!
Holy fucking hell. Before coming to Poland, I thought nationalism was simply about loving your country. But after spending time in Warsaw, it feels more about a shared culture and remembering history to protect a way of life. And that raises a bigger question. What is a country willing to sacrifice in the name of open borders and diversity? And thanks again for MyHeritage for supporting the channel. Scan the QR code on screen and use my code WW on checkout to find out where you're really from.